Right, it's now Friday, the day after successfully fitting the alternator, although technically that was still today because I finished at 2 in the morning. Getting the Saab tidied out and ready to go up north for the Cannonballs run. I've got a rose bush to fitting it down the garage later, and I've got like the arch liners and splash guard to go on it. But at the moment I'm just clearing it all out. I've got the Tech 2 to go and put away. I'll be taking that with me, and yeah, it's just full of stuff in the back: oil, antifreeze, water, all of which I'll be taking with me, but I'll get it packed nicely into the boot. See, it's been sitting, it's got mould in the seat belt, it's got a bit of G101 onto that. Get the hoover round it, give it a jet wash and clean up. I had also acquired, I forgot a while ago, these Team Heco wind deflectors. So I've fitted one, just slot in the top of the window there. I'm going to do the other one now. Okay, let's see if it's going to be quiet now. No horrible noises at last. Sounds what it's supposed to sound like. Good. That window's been down for a while. All you do is you literally just slot in there. Nice, super easy. That was the postage just arrived. I think we've got more Saab bits. Yeah, this is a new air filter which is fitted somewhere under the front bumper on the driver's side, so we shall get that fitted later on as well. What else we've got? Not as interesting. Set of left-handed drill bits, which I was going to use in the manifold studs for this, and a set of centre punches. That can go into stock. This is actually pretty minging inside. We've got spillages on the seats, and we've got, yeah, more spillages and mouldy seat belts. More mouldiness down there. Oh well, should make a difference when it cleans up. Love that Vauxhall heated seat switch. There's a few oily marks on the door card there. In fact, I need to go and put that door card on properly, because it's never been on right since I got the car. Okay, alarming stain number 1 dealt with. That's bad, that mouldy seat belts. I've had that before. Actually, the tops of all the headrests have got mould on them as well. Dearie me. Oh well. We can soon sort that. Nah, that's just wiping straight off, that's good. Very neat. This door card's a mess. I don't know why it's not secured in at the top. I want to take the whole thing off because I can't get it to fit under there. Beautiful. I've never cleaned this out yet, so all the crumbs and dirt in it's what it came with. Gonna get the toothbrush in. All these areas around the wood trim that are full of dust and clag. Same with that coin holder thing here. See if we can get some of the ming in this. You can also already see the dirt bleeding out everything. I did put a new gear knob and a new gator on it because they were completely wrecked. Got them off eBay. I do have the handbrake gator, but I need to adapt it. It won't go over the handbrake. Like it's cable tight, the top's too tight. Diplomat looks quite different with no big load of tools in the boot. A little bit of ground clearance at the grotty arch. I've ordered some eye backs for it because the ride quality is just too stiff on those 60mm red springs that are on it. Need to get it painted. In fact, that needs body work as well. I mean, most of them do. But we'll get to it. Especially now we're not having time consumed by Saabs with a whole variety of issues. Better behave itself now. There we go. We're all loaded to go down to the workshop. Pleased with how the interior's cleaned up. So it looks and smells nice in here now. Hit it with a bit of the old Auto Smart pink. All rigged up, dash cam, road angel, Bluetooth transmitter. Oh yeah. Saab is badly in need of a good pressure wash. We've got grime and mould coming out on it, covered in bird crap. I'm definitely going to try and get those headlights cleaned up with that restoration kit I've got. Blue mirror, I had to put a new mirror on it. Yeah, and brake dust in the wheels as well. So yeah, let's get to it. I was going to hit it with a bit of polish, but it started raining, so we'll just have a look at this thing, this renovation kit which Jamie McGoldrick donated to me. Let's have a look. I think Bob's been sleeping on the seat outside. What have we got? Protector, renovator, abrasive polish, a microfiber cloth, and a couple of sandpapery things. Okay, right. Instructions. Wash the headlights, attach spindle and P800 disc. P1500. And what that is. That's a 3000. Must be this one. Right, it says low speed, wet sand the headlights. Don't know how long I'm supposed to keep going over the headlight. That now looks much worse, which obviously it's going to during the process. In the box it says, until all scratches and oxidation are removed, working up to P3000. Okay, now I reckon we could switch to a higher grade now. E1500. Which I can't do one-handed, I'll have to put you down. Grade. Okay, so that's it after the P3000. I don't know how long you should keep going on that for, but that's pretty clear now. And you can see the difference. If you go to that one, it's much yellower. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. And I haven't done the abrasive polish yet, so I'll give that a go now. What polishing head it is. Polish sealer, 2 cloths, abrasive discs, 1 polishing head. Nah, the polishing head's not in it. Not to worry, we'll just apply some of it by hand for the moment, see what it does. I probably will have a sponge polishing head inside somewhere, but it's for the big polisher. It might be a bit much for the headlights. And this is just hand polishing it with the abrasive stuff. Seems to be working. This one looks a lot clearer. Definitely worth a go anyway. And smarten it up quite substantially. Those lights look awful, being so yellow. Right, let's see where we are now. Ah, water. Tell you, that's not bad at all. Like, that's what, 10 minutes work? Look at the nick of this one in comparison. Interesting. Last thing it says to do is apply some protective sealer. Okay, will do. Oh yeah, that is a huge difference. Now it's got that on it as well. Woohoo! Oh yeah, look at that. And if we move over here, how yellow and crap that is. Right, onto this one. Yeah, you can see during the first bit of sanding all the yellowy goo that comes off the headlights to begin with. First stage complete. Just wash it off now. Might give that another going over actually, because there's still gunk coming off them before we go to the next stage. Ideal. I'm well happy with the result for that. Didn't take very long either. Back in the garage to do the rose bush and have a tidy up. Things ticking away alright. Idling a bit fast, it's got a split in the intake pipe. Letting it charge the battery, get some heat in it. Get back to that just shortly. Look how red my door is now. What the overspray. Sounds good though. Put the wheel arch liner back in here. Check the bottom pulley tightness, that was alright. Still a bit of a squeak off it or something, maybe it's the alternator, I don't know, but everything else is brand new, so it is what it is. If it wants to squeak, it can squeak. I assume that the air filter is held in here. And these aren't very tight, so that's good. Visions of them not wanting to come out. Right, aye. Air filter's going to be buried under here. Don't think our air filter is all that old, but anyway, in the interest of the fact it's buried up the back of the bumper. Yeah, that's not that old. In the interest of the fact it's buried back up behind the bumper, I'm just going to put the other one in it anyway. So we know that we're starting from a completely fresh point. Which is here. New filter, which just sits on like that. That actually seems to be a bit of a nicer filter than the other one. Got like that rubberised band in the end of it, the other one doesn't have that. Right, put that back in. Right, I'm now looking at the rear rose bushes, which are identical in the setup to the Vectra B. There was one advised on the near side, but I think another one's away in it now. I give it a bit of movement. I did it again. Oh yeah. Can't see what the
bottom one's alright.
Bottom one's, is it?
That's the top unit's a bother.
I think there's movement in that bottom end as well. Oh, there is like.
Is it?
Having said that, go again. I think it's both of them. Okay, move to the other side. This one's worse. Right, go give it a wiggle. Oh, you can see that. You can probably hear it in the camera as well. Oh yeah, right, top one's definitely away. Go again.
I think it's just a bit tap.
I don't know, I think that bottom one's away now. There's movement in there, there's need not four. Right, there we go, got a full set of bushes in stock, which were originally destined for my Vectra, but I got other ones for that. And obviously we've got the rear suspension bush removal tool set here. So we'll go and put the back wheels off and get cracking. It needs all four. So we've got this side stripped. Look at the play in this bush. The way that I can move that with my thumb. That's completely knackered. And the bottom one is about the same. Shouldn't really be any movement in them, so they're well past their best. We've got to draw these out now using the special tool. That's it set up to remove the bush from this side, so it's going to push it through from there through into there. We're going to tighten that. It's going to draw the thread through and pull the bush through. Oh. That is immediately tight. Thank goodness for power tools. That's tight. Ooh, hot. hot. Come on. If you just knock through for the other side, that'll make life easier. There we go. That one. Push the bush through. That's it. Quality. Hot. Fucking is.
I like the thing today.
Yay. One bush. Right, that's the bushes done, oil levels checked. Going to do the tyre pressures on it. And that's it, it's good to go. Had a lot of stuff done to it. So it better behave itself when this run up north that we're going on with it. Yeah, it should be good. I got a bit of confidence in using it, you know, without it making any stupid noises. Oh yeah, I'm well impressed with my headlights as well. They were shocking. They look so much better now. Still got a squeak from the drive belt. I think it must be that alternator that I have fitted. I will spray something into it, see if it quietens it down. Other than that though, I mean, we know everything's good to go now, so just have to live with a little squeak. Those rear bushes will make quite a difference to the handling because all four of them were shagged. Right, the squeaking stopped. Ooh, it's a bit foggy. And the squeaking's back. Oh, it's gone all foggy. We have no more squeak. Give it a bit of a thrashing there. 5,000–6,000 RPM in second and third up into fourth. And it doesn't squeak. Hey, hey! Italian tune-up. Successful progress on the Saab 9.5 Aero. Headlights done, washed, valeted, 4 rose bushes fitted at the back, new air filter in it, not making horrendous noises off the drive belt. Good to go to the Cannon Boz run now. Away we go to the north of Scotland. The great news is the Liqui-Moly stop smoke seems to have worked. Maybe with regular use it's improved things as well, but we're no longer getting big clouds of blue smoke when it starts. I've also ordered some 540 grade Dexos 2 spec fully synthetic oil for the car to change out. It's got 530 in at the moment. The 540 is a little bit thicker, and I'm going to put another dose of liquid moly into it, and it should be even further improved by that. Right, got the Tech 2 running. I have replaced the aircon panel in the car. Now, that is because the one that was in it appears to be from a V6, because it was looking for the B2380 fault code. I've since discovered that I can reprogram these panels, but the buttons were all gummy and sticky on it anyway, so this one's much nicer. And it's from a diesel, so what you need to do is go into diagnostics and go into body, and then go into ACC, automatic climate control. Establishing communications. Yeah, okay. Just telling us that the radio is missing. Now, you can go into adjustment and you can make a whole load of changes to what is going on. For example, single zone with no front seat passenger, fan delay, solar sensor, econ below this temperature. So there's various things that you can adjust in there. What we can also do in programming, you go into circulation pump and go to no, which is what I've done there because it doesn't have it. And you can also go into engine type and change it from petrol to diesel, so it's not looking for the solenoid valve, which it was before on the diesel control panel there. Let's just read the code, see if we've got any. Heater flap motor, air distribution motor. Yeah, I've had an issue with it where it's not blowing air cold, even though the aircon isn't working, but these aren't. May set if not calibrated. I mean, we can clear those, but there's nothing that should be stopping the aircon from working, so I think it is that pressure switch we'll all get done in the next video. While we're here, we'll just give a quick check of the engine as well, see if we've got any codes in there. Trionic. No code stored in the engine, excellent. That's what we like to see. But yes, body, I mean there's so much that you can do in here to muck about with things, which is nice. Anyway, that's that panel programmed in. Right, on my mission to solve aircon problems, I have located the pressure sensor, which is down there behind the headlight. The temperature sensor's behind there. I'll have to look up how to get to that. Might be a case of taking the other headlight out as well. The indicators just pop out. Of course, these bolts have come a part way out, which I didn't need to take out, and they've now rounded and stopped moving, so I'll have to work out a way to get them back in. But let's see if I can get the headlight out. Can't just be two screws, can it? I know, there's a little one up the top there. Okay, right, let's have a go. 3 screws. Actually going to lift out, or a thing is going to catch on things. That's pretty close. Oh! Hey! Hello, pressure sensor. I have found it. Yeah, it's just a matter of removing it, which looks easier said than done. So there's our pressure sensor down in there. managed to just tweak it. Hope the shredder valve's alright in this. That's okay. Right, replacement valve here. Right, here we are. I'm just going to go and screw him back on here, and then plug it back in once I've tweaked it, see what happens. These bolts are absolutely covered in nylock. A couple of stupid wee T30 Torxes, barely get them out. I started removing these bolts thinking that it was part of the bumper, and it wasn't, and now these won't come out. So now I need to go and like try and use Irwins or something on them to try and remove them. Great. Just managed to get this daft mount thing back in. Had to cut the bolts off it, a couple of new M6 bolts with washers on it, and I greased those stupid little bolts in there rather than having thread lock on them, so they might come back out again. I'm going to pop this headlight back in, then I'm going to jack it up and see if I can get this front temperature sensor installed. Now we don't have an outside temperature because there is no sensor. All I've got is two wires hanging here, so I don't know what way around they are, but I've just nicked a plug off one of the Vauxhall looms in there, and we'll just go and join these wires quickly now and go and see if we get an outside temperature. So I was thinking the outside temp sensor was located up behind the headlight there, but it's not. It's actually right down front and centre, just in there. You can see that. You can see my blue plug. All I had to do was fit a new plug and two wires, so that is installed now. Now this is apparently quite important because I've heard that the aircon will either not function or it won't function properly without this sensor. So that's in there now. Yeah, you can sort of see it in there. Dead easy to get. Let's go and investigate. Checking. Check OK. Temp 18 degrees. We have temperature. Okay, next thing, do we have air conditioning? Blow ice cold. Okay, so behind this panel here lives the fuse box, and fuse number 20, which I think might be that one there, is for the ACC, and if I pulled it out, put it back in again, the aircon compressor would kick for a second, then seemed to cut out. So I went back over, recalibrated the aircon panel, still no aircon working, but then I could not believe it, but as soon as I drove the car, ice cold aircon out it. For whatever reason the aircon wasn't kicking in until I moved it. As soon as it drove, the aircon started working. Yes! Oh, here, look, night panel. Woohoo! Right, folks, well, I am absolutely delighted. Got the aircon working in the Saab. I forgot to shoot a little bit of footage, hence the reason my facial hair is slightly different, because this is post Cannonball's run and I had a Burt Reynolds moustache in the go for reasons of things. Anyway, that's it. The aircon's working on the car. I'm so happy. It makes such a huge difference to the way that it behaves, being able to control the temperature in it. Delighted. So the next video on the Saab is going to be from the Cannonball's run taking place on the NC250. That's all for this one. I shall catch you next time with further improvements on the Saab, where we're doing some service work, sealing up some oil leaks, just generally making it that bit better. Thanks again. Like and subscribe. What are you doing to the Christmas tree? You were going to pull it down there, weren't you? Yes, you were. Very nearly. Bob! Get out the scrap car!
Get out. Well, there's no way we're getting her out now.
Bob! Of course, it's full of interesting smells and things, aye, so it's going to have to be fully investigated. Nice thing, but most of the doors won't open. I don't think. I'd have to get a battery on it to really get the locks to pop.
Back Genesis.
Come on, you, out! Excuse me, come on, out. Out.
Oh, see ya.
Get out!
What have you done with it? You've lost it, haven't you? God's sake.
Excuse me? This is no time for you to be going for a snack. Get in there and find that bloody rodent that you caught and released about 4 times before I could get anywhere near it. Aye. You do not live in this house. You really don't. You don't. Neither do you. Squirrel Fest. Hello, squirrels. Hello. Oh, you're so tame. Wow, I've never got that close to one before. What you got? Think so. All I do like. It's wicked. There's one keeking out round the tree. Hello.